Hey, what's up? Time for another comic review, and today's review is going to be of Batman Eternal number 13. I actually, before we get into spoiler territory, I really enjoyed this issue. Batman Eternal has been really good. Really good. It faltered a little bit for one issue. The art kind of took me out of it, but this, right back into the coolness. So, I would definitely recommend picking this up. So let's get into spoiler territory. So, we start off with, right where the last issue dropped off, with Jim Gordon talking to his son. I believe his name is Jim Gordon Jr. So, actually I don't know. I can't remember his full name. But anyway, Jim Gordon's son, who he thought was dead, but turns out is not dead. So we continue on, and basically, Gordon Jr. tells him that you're a monster just like me, and I'm your only way out, basically. So she agrees to do this unmasking of unmasking of Batman when they're going to catch Batman. So she also goes with Forbes. So we quickly flick over to Stephanie Brown, and no one's listening to her about her 2-bit Riddler, basically, and no one is listening to her online, and she's getting frustrated, and basically she's upset. And she gets a call from a friend, text from the friend, and then eventually she calls her back and says, "There's something here for you. It's a box, and it's weird, it's a clue." And she goes, "Wait, don't open it, don't open it." It's like, "Wait, there's something here," and she opens it, and it explodes, and we can only assume her friend is killed instantly. So she's like, no, and then she leaves really quickly to find her friend. Quickly flick back over to Jim Gordon and his son, basically telling him, continue on. It's really good. I really like Jim Gordon's son. I really like he's methodical. He's almost evil. He is, obviously he's a bad guy, but he's like so sociopathic. And basically says, tomorrow at this exact time, your cell's going to be open, and you'll see no guards. I hope to see you. And he's like, "Are you sure? Are you so certain that I'll leave?" It's like, "I'm certain." So we quickly flick over to Forbes, who has done this trick. Not Forbes, Bard. We quickly over to Bard, who has tracked these Batman people who are actually Falcone's men, and they all get arrested for being in cahoots with Batman. Batman says he's impressed, and he's like, "Well, it's not over yet." So we go back to Commissioner Forbes, who says these people don't have nothing to do with Batman. And so as we quickly flick back over to Bard and interim Commissioner Forbes, basically he tricks Forbes into letting him do a task force to catch Batman, because in the previous issue he was saying how he has to get caught. So Forbes actually lets him do this task force and uses a Bullock on this force as well. And quickly, we are always flicking back and forth between all these stories, and actually it's really smooth to me, almost. So you're like waiting for the next story to continue. So we quickly flick over to Vicky Vale, who is now a part of the story, and she wants to put the story on the crime war, and no one wants that to happen. We're gonna let them go, it's like, even though they're on charges for like drugs and weapons and illegal arms, like all that type of stuff. But then you hear Vicky Vale in the background. "So can I quote you on that?" And I was like, "Oh, you just got suckered!" Like, I was like, that is amazing. Like, he totally got suckered by Forbes. Totally got suckered. Forbes got suckered by Bard. It was amazing. And Vicky Vale. It was a total beautiful setup. And obviously Falcone calls him and gets pissed off. And they also basically boom Forbes. It's hilarious because they hear they wiretap his phone and hear the competition between Forbes and Falcone. And also in this issue we get a little bit of the continuing rivalry of Harbor Row and Red Robin she actually gets into Robin's nest, I guess, like, maybe you can call it, and he's gonna go to China for some reason, I guess, to figure out what's this disease going around Gotham. And yeah, that's about the end of it. Falcone being boned, and Stephanie Brown, spoiler, is at the end of the issue, and we see this house that is burning down, and Cluemaster is watching her, so she's going to be attacked at some point soon by the Cluemaster father. So I really enjoyed this issue, and the beautiful, seamless, almost, showing of each one of these stories. I'm really enjoying it. I cannot wait for the next issue. I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, that's about it. If you want me to review any of the other comics I got this week, I'll put the annotation somewhere and in the description below. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.